Welcome to day 2 of the 7 crucial questions. These are the questions you should be asking yourself on a regular basis if you want to live a more fulfilling and empowered life. Sound good? Today we'll focus on question number 2. And if you happen to have missed question 1, no worries because I've got a link to it in the description below. There'll also be a playlist with all 7 of these videos in the series. I'm Bob Baker, and here on my channel, I regularly publish morning affirmations, guided meditations, and other recordings to uplift and inspire you. We could all use a little more of that, so if that intrigues you and you're not already a subscriber, please consider doing that right now. One more thing before I jump into this, I want to give you free access to 2 printable PDF files. One is a 1-page PDF with all 7 of the questions on one page you can print out and pin up where you see it every day. And there's also a 2-page worksheet that I encourage you to print out and fill out on a regular basis. Capture your ideas and the activities and the things you're going to do related to these 7 questions. So let's jump right into question number 2, which is, who am I checking in on or connecting with today? Again, who am I checking in on or connecting with today? So as I record this, we're either in the middle of or in the early stages of the global pandemic of 2020. So there's a good chance you're watching this during that time, but even if you come across this a year or 2 from now and things are a lot different, you could still benefit from this particular question. You know, a lot of this are under stay-at-home orders or shelter-in-place or whatever you want to call it. And it's interesting to me how different people are responding to this in different ways. The social kind of extrovert people are going a little stir-crazy. I guess cabin fever is another phrase for that, where they're going nuts, not being able to go out and interact with people. I know as a performer, I'm getting some withdrawals from not being able to perform and teach classes with a room full of people and entertain people and hear the laughter from a crowd. This is all stuff that I'm missing. But luckily for me, I grew up as an only child, and there's a part of me that's used to working at home. I'm recording this from my home office, and so I'm comfortable in that environment. And so a lot of like introverts and people that are not that overly social or these days are going, well, what's the big deal? I'm pretty much living my life as I normally do. But regardless where you are on that spectrum, here's the bottom line. As human beings, we really do need social interaction. We really do need to be connected with other human beings. And if you're someone who works alone, it's really easy to get maybe involved in a project, and before you know it, days have gone by and you haven't seen the sunlight and you haven't been out. So it's really important for you to be intentional about connecting with other people and make this part of your routine. There have been many different longevity studies over the years, and just Google articles on lessons from like the people that live the longest. And there's some common traits, because I've read a lot of these things, just interested in, I want to be around a long time myself. Hopefully you do too. So some of the most common traits among people that live into their 90s and 100 and so on, of course, there's eat something that's nutritionally sound, get a lot of physical activity. Those are common things that are kind of givens in this situation. But another thing that I found that's interesting is most of the people that live a long, happy, and healthy life, they have social connections. They're connected with their family. They're connected with their community. They're part of social groups that they're active with. People feel more fulfilled and connected when they're part of a tribe, quite often of like-minded people. And it gives us all like a sense of purpose when we have a connection with people, especially when we're serving them. It gives us something to live for. It's not surprising that a lot of the people that kind of cause a lot of problems with school shootings and violence and so on are people that live alone and they're disconnected from other humans. So I hope I made my point here. Social interactions are important. Of course, face-to-face ones are the most impactful, but you can still do it over the phone, over Skype and Zoom and Facebook. Use whatever tools are at your disposal to stay connected with other human beings. So it's really important to make this a regular habit, a daily habit. In fact, on those worksheets that I mentioned, you can print off from the link below, write down a list of people that you really should check in on. It might be your parents or your grandparents or your kids. Is there someone who maybe is ill and hasn't been feeling that well lately, or just someone who you know is going through a tough time. Make a list of those people and purposefully reach out to them. You don't have to do them all in one day or spend hours and hours on the phone unless you want to, but every day make some sort of effort to connect with these important people in your life. And what about just friends and colleagues and associates, people you've met over the years at different functions or conferences or events? Like, how would you feel if you just out of the blue got a text or an email or a private message from someone that you met years ago that you haven't talked to in a while? It would make you feel good that they thought enough about you to reach out to you and just check in on you. So you're not bothering people. You might actually be doing them a favor, making them feel appreciated, and let them know how much you appreciate them. If someone has contributed something to your life, let them know. Spread a little joy and gratitude and appreciation. It'll be good for them and it'll be good for you because you're staying connected to other people. So let's repeat today's question. Who am I checking in on or connecting with today? As a matter of fact, leave a comment. Let me know who you're checking in on. Let me know your thoughts on this entire human being connection concept that we're discussing here. Is it important to you? How do you stay connected to people? I would love to see your comments below. I want to quickly remind you about those PDF links, the one-pager and the two-page worksheets. They're down below. Also, you'll find there a link to something new that I'm offering or experimenting with. I would love to connect with some of you in a more meaningful way, so I am starting to offer or test the waters and offering some opportunities to speak with me one-on-one in a coaching or a mentoring capacity, and also some small group, what I'm calling inspiration sessions that I'll be offering through Zoom. So there's a link below to a page on my website at bobbakerinspiration.com where you could learn more about that and the latest offerings. Thanks so much for taking time to watch this. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, please like it. Please share this with someone who could really use it. And again, subscribe to the channel if you don't already do so. Stay healthy, stay strong. We're going to get through this together. I'll be back tomorrow with day 3 and question number 3 in the 7 crucial questions. This is Bob Baker saying so long.